Good morning, my dear friends. Welcome to day 6 of
Good morning.
our.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
All right. Good morning, everyone. So, welcome to day 6 of our breath by breath 11-day mindfulness step-by-step approach to learning breath mindfulness meditation, my dear friends. So, we are just around the midway mark, and some of you may not even have realized that 5 days have passed. I too haven't realized. We started on Monday, and suddenly it's a Saturday, and very soon it will be Thursday. So we've been learning a lot, and then yesterday we saw the structure, the basis for understanding why we are learning what we are learning. Right? We looked at mindfulness, foundations of mindfulness. Buddha laid the recipe, and we've been following it day by day in a step-by-step approach. So all of us know we're using breath as a tool. Breath as a tool for mastering our emotions, mastering our thoughts. So, and we also spoke about the right breathing, a lot of things that we learned, right? So before I head into the meditation session, we'll do a longer meditation session, and then we're going to talk about mindfulness of feelings and emotions. Very important topic. So please stay back. It is a Saturday. I think for some of you it may be a weekend. So please stay back till the weekend, till the end. So and then we're going to do a good exercise as well for the rest of the day. So before I get on, what are the 4 foundations of mindfulness? For people who have written notes, people who attended yesterday, can you please answer? 4 foundations of mindfulness that we learned yesterday. Can you please type in the chat window the 4 foundations of mindfulness? Mindfulness of body. Yeah, so mindfulness of body, mindfulness of feelings. 4 foundations of mindfulness. The definition of mindfulness is, yes, awareness plus attention plus non-judgment. Yeah, mindfulness of body, mindfulness of feelings, mindfulness of the mind or the thoughts, mental processes, and mindfulness of truths. So we've been doing the body part for the last few days. And yesterday we started introducing another step following the breath. So today we'll talk about mindfulness of feelings. Tomorrow we'll have a special longer meditation, which is called body scan. Very important for you to progress into the next step. And then on Monday, we will listen to mindfulness of thoughts or mental processes. All right. So, and then there's one other thing I was missing. What are the 5 koshas we learned a couple of days ago? What are the pancha koshas? Five koshas, and then yesterday we saw a mapping of those to Buddha's foundations of mindfulness as well. Annamaya kosha. Yes, Annamaya kosha, which is our physical body. Pranamaya kosha, which is our energy body, prana. And then Manomaya kosha, which is our mental body, which we will talk about on Monday. And then Vijnanamaya kosha, our intelligence body, intelligence sheath. And the last one is Anandamaya kosha. Right, so this was there in the Taittiriya Upanishad. 5 koshas, 5 sheaths, or 5 layers. You can call it 5 dimensions. They're all different frameworks. Wonderful. Very good. Thank you very much. So How many of you were able to do yesterday's homework or assignment of mindful walking? Wonderful. Did you feel a difference in walking? Yes. First time you would have seen, oh, walking is not a chore. Walking is a pleasure, right? So it is a walking meditation. If you're not able to do your 10 minutes or sorry, half an hour or 45-minute meditation in the morning, you can convert walking to meditation. You can convert eating to meditation. You can do any activity that you do to meditation, because we're talking about mindfulness meditation, the three parts: attention, awareness, non-judgment. Took more time to cover distance. Yes, that's the whole thing, because you walk slow. But you would have felt a richer experience. You would have seen things or heard things to which you wouldn't have paid attention earlier. The green in the tree would have come up brighter. You would have enjoyed the greenery in the tree. You would have enjoyed the broken pavement much richer, much better, right? So wonderful. So mindfulness of walking, please continue to do these practices: mindfulness of walking, mindfulness of eating, right? And then conscious breathing. So slowly we are moving from the grosser physical body elements to the subtler, more spirit related elements, which is thoughts and feelings. So today's exercise will be a little bit tougher because it's going to be associated with feelings and emotions. So we will talk about it at the end of the class. All right. So my dear friends, so let's, I just wanted to reiterate one point. So yesterday we saw some of the things that impact meditation, right? And again, I want to reiterate, yesterday there were some questions. Secret to effective meditation: right breathing. Right breathing is your abdominal breathing, your natural breath cycle. Do not alter your breath. This course is all about breath. So first, let's breathe right. And breathe right is continuing to breathe our natural breathing. So though the first 5 minutes we follow the equal breathing, we do active breathing, but after the remaining 40 minutes or so, you are going to do only your natural normal breathing. And even your natural normal breathing gives you so many things to engage your mind. That's what we've been learning. The second important secret is conscious breathing. We heard, again, mindfulness. So mindfulness of all that happens during our breathing: the body movements, sensations, thoughts, feelings, whatever happens during the every breath. We probably were not aware of those earlier. We are aware of those now. Fully mindful of the breathing, feeling, sensations. Next step, you'll see, you'll start feeling a lot more sensation. The last thing, again, as I keep saying, non-judgmental. My breathing was short, long, I'm getting thoughts. You have a lot of tools now to address mind wandering. No analysis of thoughts, feelings, and results, right? So mindful breathing is all this exercise is about, whatever we are doing. So there was, when I was talking about breath, and a lot of people think when I say breathing, right? A lot of people think, oh, breathing, what is there so exciting about it? What is there so exciting about breathing? And what do I observe about breathing? And we've seen there's so many things that happen in breathing. And some of you may be able to find something, some of you may not be able to find some certain things, right? So I remember a quick story, ancient yogic story, and I obviously paraphrased in English and more on the New Age books, found in one of the books. So there was this conference of all the human faculties, all the senses. In the Indian tradition, there are 6 senses, right? 5 senses plus the mind, thought. So as we see in many meetings, many corporate meetings, all of them, all the senses, your sight, your hearing, your touch, your taste, your smell, and everyone came into the meeting, including the breath, right? So came into the meeting, and as soon as they came into the meeting, everyone were fighting who's going to be the chairman of the meeting. So immediately the sight popped up, and created wonderful, beautiful images that had everyone enraptured. So sight was kind of putting its pitch. See, I'm creating so much of beautiful scenes. I need to be the chairman. Then immediately smell arose and created powerful, haunting aromas, fragrances that left everyone tingling with anticipation. See, I created so much of so beautiful, wonderful fragrances. I need to be the chairman. And then the taste, it came and created wonderful, astounding flavors from the world's cuisines. See, I am the center of every experience. So I need to be the chairman, because without taste, you'll all feel very bland. And then hearing, it came up and said, no, without me, without your ability to hear, you'll not be able to hear all those wonderful harmonies, wonderful music, wonderful melodies that stir your soul. Right? And then the body, the physical body came and said, brought on physical sensations. It brought on wonderful ecstatic sensations. See, without me, without the body, you cannot even experience anything. I am the center of all experience. I want to be the chairman. And then, of course, the mind thought also spun out all the intellectual fantasies, theories, wonderful frameworks, and everyone were enthralled. Right? So without the mind, you can't experience everything fully. I am the center of experience. And then came the breath. Breath was not even one of the senses. It said it wanted to be in charge. And all these other guys who spun out a lot of experiences, they all were laughing. What are you? You're a simple in and out breath, not even terribly impressive. And no one even noticed you. So they totally ignored the breath, and then everyone started getting into this argument about who wants to be the chairman. So the breath was disappointed and started walking away. The breath started walking away. What happened? Slowly, the images began to fade. The taste lost their savor. Sounds went out. Right? So people were all feeling, without the breath, nothing works. So immediately all of them said, wait, come back. You can be the chairman. Right? So the breath is so important. Though we may not feel it, or we may not observe it as much, right? So, and we are focusing on that. With the breath, we are trying to master our feelings, master our emotions, master our thoughts, and that happens through whatever we are doing now. All right? So with that small parable about the importance of breath, though it may not be as tasty as providing all the sensory experiences, but breath is the foundation for all our experience. Breath drives prana. Breath makes us be conscious. So we will dive into our breathfulness practice for today, a 45-minute session, 40 to 45-minute session. So what we will do is 5 minutes of equal breathing, that is centering, 20 minutes of focusing on your breath, and 20 minutes of following our breath. And then we'll end the 45 minutes with the last 3 minutes, we'll spend some time on gratitude. So one unique thing I want you to do today, once we finish the focusing on the breath, as we get to following the breath, I will for 5 minutes, I will ask you to be still. Absolutely no movement of the body. Any sensation anywhere, bear it. If you are not able to bear it, bring your attention or focus onto that particular part. Right? You're feeling numbness in the leg, you're feeling numbness in the, in the head or in the neck, some pain, some itching happening, some restlessness happening, some air flowing, so nothing. So do not move. 5 to 6 or 7 minutes, I will tell you when to do that. So just try that out. So that's another way of enhancing your focus on your meditation. And believe me, sometimes your experience will be richer as well. All right. So with that, my dear friends, let's dive into our breathfulness practice for today. Get into our usual posture. All right, friends, let's begin our breathfulness practice for today. Remove your spectacles, clasp your fingers, cross your feet at your ankle, get into a comfortable, easy, relaxed posture with your back, neck, and head straight, easy, and relaxed. Slowly bring your attention to your nose and start our equal breathing routine. Slow, easy, long, and smooth inhale. Slow, easy, long, smooth exhale. As you breathe in and breathe out, count 1, 2, 3, 4. As you breathe out, do the same counting. As you do this, be aware of your movements in your abdomen. This is a warm up to our breathfulness practice for today. Center and align your breath, your mind, and your body. This is active, easy, smooth in breath and out. Last 1 minute of equal breathing. With your body refreshed and relaxed, your equal breathing, my dear friends. Now let us move into the observation stage. Bring your attention and awareness to your nose. Let go of the counting. Stop your equal breathing. Get back into observing your normal, natural breathing. Observe the sensations, the feelings as your air, as the breath goes in and out of your nostrils. Watch like a gatekeeper in front of a gate. Watch how your breath goes in and out of your nose. All your attention for the next 20 minutes should be at the nose and on your every breath. Healing the sensations is very, very important to enhance our awareness. For the next 35 minutes, it's you and your breath. Nothing else. Do not engage in thoughts. Do not analyze anything. Do not feel good or bad about the music. Only your nose and your breath should occupy your consciousness. Just be with your breath, my dear friends. There's so much to engage your mind with the breath. If you're bothered by thoughts, you can use the techniques of labeling, counting, or connecting. The only task that we are engaged is observing our body breathing at our nose. Everything else can come and go, but your attention on your every breath should continue. Do not strain your focus. Keep your eyebrows relaxed. Feel the joy of silence in your mind. Feel the strength of the focus without any distractions. Your normal, natural breathing, being conscious of that breath, every breath at your nose. That is all that needs to be done. Wonderful, my dear friends. Continue to be with your breath at your nose. Do not entertain any thoughts whatsoever. 5 more minutes of focusing your attention and awareness on your breath at your nose. Continue to direct your awareness and attention at your breath at your nose only, my dear friends. This step allows your thoughts to become silent, improve focus and concentration, which is important for us to observe our whole breath in the next step. Continue to focus your attention and awareness on your every in-breath and out-breath at your nose. Last 2 minutes of focusing. No strain, no force. Now, my dear friends, let's move into the next step of observing our breath. Expand your awareness and follow your complete breath. Observe your entire breath cycle. As the breath enters your nose, as the air travels through your windpipe, your throat region, and travels to your lungs, observe and feel without thinking. Observe and feel all the sensations and movements that happen in your throat region, in your chest region, and your stomach or abdomen. Follow your beautiful whole breath. It all happens very quickly. So you'll have to be engaging the breath, every part of your breath. This is why the preceding step of developing concentration is important. No thoughts, no analysis. When thoughts or other distractions come, recognize it, gently bring your attention back to your breathing. Follow the complete cycle of your beautiful breath. Not alter your breath. Just feel whatever you are conscious of during your normal breathing. Continue to observe your breath, the full cycle of your breath, my dear friends. Feel the darkness, the blackness behind your eyes. From there, watch your breath as if it's someone breathing. Feel the movements, sensations in your nose. Feel the movements in your chest. Observe the movements in your abdomen as you breathe in and breathe out. Right, conscious breathing is the fuel, is the prana, is the lubricant for our body and mind, just like the oils in our vehicles keep them running smooth and long. And you're observing the mechanism of breathing. Do not engage in thoughts. Experience the joy of easy, smooth, rhythmic breathing. Be conscious of your body. Do not keep any part of your body tight, stiff. Relax your eyebrows, relax your forehead. Now, my dear friends, for the next 5 minutes, let's practice stillness of body. Do not move your body. For the next 5 minutes, just keep observing your breath. If you feel an urge to move or scratch or itch, just do not do it. For 5 minutes, absolute stillness of body. Continue to observe your normal breathing. Continue to follow your complete breath. Sit still. Observe the natural rhythm of your breathing. No movements in your body nor your mind. No thoughts, no analysis. Resolve not to move for the next 4 minutes. Continue to observe the natural cycle, the complete cycle of your breathing. No movement of the body, nor the mind. Wonderful. Continue to be still. Continue to observe. Follow your complete, whole, beautiful breath. Enjoy the experience of stillness. Wonderful, my dear friends. For those of you who want to continue practicing in stillness, continue to do so. Last 3 minutes of following your breath. Follow every part of your breath without distractions, without missing a breath. Feel the joy of the rhythm in your natural breathing. Last 2 minutes. Wonderful, my dear friends. Excellent. Now, let's move into the gratitude part of our breathfulness practice for today. Please bring your attention, awareness to your heart region. Recall your experience during today's breathfulness practice. Express gratitude. Be thankful for the experience and to yourself. Appreciate the resolve, the will that you came into this session for. Feel happy for the wonderful meditation today. Next, recall 3 things, people or situation whom you want to be grateful for things that happened in the last 24 hours. Recall each person, thing, or situation and say thank you in your mind to that person, thing, or situation. Gratitude is one of the highest form of emotions. The more you are thankful for, you will get more of what you are thankful for. Lastly, my dear friends, let's express gratitude to the environment, to all the utilities and amenities that we have in this modern life, to all the people who make our everyday livable, lovable, and enjoyable. Express gratitude to the universe and to the breath that helps us experience the wonders of this life. With that feeling of relaxation, calmness, and joy, my dear friends, let's emerge from today's breathfulness practice. Relax your body, become aware of the room you are in. Relax your fingers. Slowly unclasp your fingers and place your palms on your eyes for a few seconds and open your eyes when you are ready. Wonderful. How many of you felt a difference with the stillness step? We're able to be still without movement of your body and mind. Movement of your mind is thoughts. I know quite, at least from the videos, I saw quite a few of you were still physically. Wonderful. So in our retreats, we practice more times for stillness. Stillness in the sense, yeah, a lot more longer time for being physically still as well. Because like Buddha says, the important thing is all sensations, all pain keep coming and going. but it's about our will to withstand that. Right? Wonderful. Again, no comparison between yesterday's meditation and today's meditation. As I keep saying, every day's meditation is different. Every day our life is different. It can't be the same. So it's being open to that. So wonderful. Thanks for your feedback. Now we'll dive into an important topic on feelings. So yesterday we saw there are different levels of mindfulness, foundations of mindfulness. Mindfulness of body, for example, the moment you are still for some minutes of meditation today, you are mindful of the body. You are making sure your body, you are conscious. You are making sure your body doesn't move, right? So similarly, let me find that here. All right, so today we're going to cover the next step in our mindfulness journey or a breathfulness journey. Another wonder of breathfulness, being with our breath enhances the awareness of our emotions. Why is it important? We'll talk about it. So there are feelings and there are emotions. I mean, there are a lot of texts that talk about both being the same for simplicity's sake, but feelings are a bit different, emotions are a bit different. And as you all know, emotions are nothing but energy in motion. Right? 2 days ago, or 2 days ago, we saw how our energy body pulsates with energy movements. Any energy, any emotion you can feel as just because of that energy flow is what you feel that emotion. And emotions arise in two ways. One is when some memory from your mind triggers a positive or a negative experience, or you imagine in your mind based on the past and based on what you learned, something positive or negative. So you feel good about that vacation that you're going to take end of December, or you feel good in anticipation of meeting someone or getting that new phone, right? That's all in the future. Similarly, you feel bad about certain things in the past, you feel good about certain things in the past. And mind gives context to that emotion by creating a feeling. And the feeling is positive or negative. If you look at it, the earlier bullet points, feeling is always positive or negative or neutral. We become aware of an emotion after we experience a positive or a negative feeling. And emotions are visible while feelings are not. So for example, there are some examples that we can take, right? So for example, happiness. Happiness can be experienced at different intensities. For some things, you will say, yeah, I'm content, I'm joyful, I am happy that I have the food, right? And suddenly someone gives you a surprise. Then you are excited, you're delighted, you're thrilled. And something unexpected happens. You expect something to happen, but something surprising happens. You're absolutely delighted, absolutely thrilled. So all these are different levels of intensity of emotion. But internally, you're feeling good. You're feeling positive, right? And similarly, when you are scared, fear translates into different intensity of emotions. Sometimes you are worried. That's one level, one energy level or one energy frequency. Sometimes you're feeling uneasy, insecure. I don't know what will happen. The intensity is a bit less, right? And sometimes you are angry. You're absolutely terrified, petrified. You're absolutely scared that something bad will happen. So anxiety or fear also has different entities. Similarly, anger. Sometimes you're disappointed. That's a milder version of anger. Sometimes you're annoyed, irritated. That's another version of anger. Continuing that will grow into a full-blown anger or shouting at some point, right? So each of these are different intensity. As we expand our awareness, you will get to know, oh, I'm feeling irritated. Yesterday, one ma'am was saying how she felt you need to respond rather than react and not shouting, right? So Buddha was the ultimate spiritual scientist. So he analyzed how our feelings and emotions happen and then said, "Boss, this is where you need to find your feeling, the path that your emotion gets created. Try and find that point and then observe it and let go of it at that time before it grows into a full-blown emotion, right? So here is a simple chart that I call as energy in motion loop, emotion loop, right? How do we feel? How do we observe? Or how do we feel the emotion? So this is how it generated, right? So that is why we keep talking about sensation, sensation, sensation. If you look at most of Buddha's teachings, everything is rooted in a sensation. The reason is whatever we get from outside the body is through the five senses and thought, right? So thought is basically because of some internal thing that we are stored. So six senses is always what gives you inputs. And every time you get an input, there is a sensation or a vibration in your body. You feel the taste, you feel the touch, you feel the air, even a thought that is good, that is feeling pleasant or unpleasant, right? It will give you a sensation or a vibration. And all these emotions are vibrations in our energy body. So once you feel it, immediately the mind comes in, adds a context to it. Oh, here is how last time you met this person, here is how you felt. If you felt bad last time, your mind will create a situation where you'll try to avoid that person, where your mind will start judging things. Oh my God, last time this guy told me this. Now I should either give it back or I should avoid, right? So all that thing mind. So once the mind creates that context, you will get something called a feeling tone. So Buddha's definition of feelings has only three things: pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling, or neutral feeling. Right? Once that gets created, as I said, once it's pleasant feeling, it goes into the happiness path, right? You'll feel good, you'll feel contented, you'll feel happy, you'll feel delighted, you'll feel excited. Or if it is unpleasant, you'll feel a bit of uneasiness, then you'll feel a bit of irritation, then you'll feel a bit of annoyance. Oh my God, why bothering? And ultimately you'll feel angry. Either you'll express that anger or you'll hide the anger in you, right? Internally, you'll feel angry. All that is bottled up emotions because you're not letting go. So the mind creates that context. If you're not mindful of it, this progress keeps happening step by step. And ultimately, you will recognize only after it's come out in some unexpected or inconvenient form, right? So that is what is emotion. And once you start emotion, then we give it a feeling. Oh, why are you angry? Oh, I'm so delighted. I'm so happy. You express it in words. That is a label feeling. You label it a feeling, and that dictates our behavior. So this is what happens every moment of our life, right? Every sensation that we get. So when we did mindful eating, we are aware of the senses, right? So as we were eating, our mind gave it a label. Oh, this is sweet. This is kara. This is sour. This is salty, right? And then your mind added a story. Oh, last time when this was made, it was not this bad. This time it is bad. And then you feel bad. You feel your body gets that pleasant, unpleasant tone. Then emotion. Then you tell whoever is prepared, oh, why is it bad? Why is this bad, so mom? Or similarly, which we fail to do, appreciate often. This is wonderful. Mom, this is wonderful. Dad, or whoever prepared it, this is so nice, right? So this is the loop that happens. So when we talk about mindfulness of feelings, it's this feeling tone that we need to avoid. So number one, the moment that you feel a sensation or a vibration, if you are aware at that point of time, you know where it is developing. So you can be mindful of it, stop the emotion at that level, but feel the emotion at the level. If you are aware of the emotion level, it doesn't progress all the way. All this is under your control, right? So usually what happens, this part is what is under control, the last two parts. Or sometimes we hack and then figure out, oh my God, why did I do? And some people who are at zero or negative mindfulness don't even realize that, right? Some of us realize, oh my God, I was angry. I don't know why you behaved, right? So in mindfulness, we are trying to move the awareness from the right to the left. I'm aware of the emotion. I'm aware of the feeling tone. I'm feeling pleasant. I'm feeling unpleasant. Sometimes you wouldn't even know why you are feeling this, right? And then you'll feel your mind added, then your sensation, your vibration. So Buddha's teaching was really become aware of all sensations. Then automatically you will cut this loop. You'll not go forward, right? And if you look at it, sources of the sensations and feelings are in the energy body, pranamaya kosha. What is regulating the pranamaya kosha? It's your prana. What regulates your prana? Your breath. And that is why we sing, whenever you're conscious of your breath, you cannot entertain a thought because there's no other feeling. You just feel your breath. Emotions arise because we are not mindful of the feelings, right? And that's exactly what causes diseases. Negative emotions, negative emotions, unexpressed emotions is what causes disease because they are energy blocks. They are disturbances. They are unresolved issues in our psyche, right? So greater the intensity of emotions, negative the energy body, the blockages in energy body are more. You're feeling a sense of shame, sense of regret, sense of anger, always, right? Without being mindful of it. So there are two ways to handle emotions. One, you express it, the whole cycle of emotions is over. Express it consciously. The second is you are become aware of the emotion, right? Some of the things you can't express. You might feel angry at your boss, but you cannot express that anger, right? Unless and until you have a new job in your hand. So you can't express it, but what do? You can't again suppress it. So you'll have to feel the anger. I'll tell you in a minute what to do about it, right? And just like breath conditions our body, our feelings are so important. Feelings condition our mind because your feelings tell your mind, oh, this is a category of thoughts that you can label it as pleasant. This is a category of thoughts that you can label as unpleasant or bad, right? The act of when you feel anything completely mindfully, then that doesn't condition your mind. So when you're not conscious of your breath, then you're causing stress, right? So when you are conscious of your breath, you are in relaxed mode. Similarly, when you are conscious of your feelings, then that don't condition your mind. Otherwise, there is something that is stored in your mind, right? And Buddha says, when we are not aware of our feelings, we are driven by them, pushed around. We are at the mercy of our feelings. We react automatically without really noticing our feelings. Now, this mindfulness practice, mindfulness of feelings, is just to notice them, to experience them thoroughly and fully. This is what is called wise attention. When we are aware of our feelings, it's up to us to decide whether to respond to them, also pick and choose the right way to respond to them. And every little thing, every little annoyance doesn't knock you out, right? So you all know, I know how to manage my feelings. I am conscious of it. And then you develop some equanimity. Something happens, it's okay. Something doesn't happen, it's okay. These are all the science behind what we do, right? And yeah, so we'll talk about mental processes tomorrow. So mental process, nothing but once you get a pleasant feeling and there's a story that the mind associates with it, then it creates the process. It gets stored in the mind, right? Feeling plus a story in the mind gets stored in your psyche. We'll talk about the mindfulness of thoughts on Monday. So how do you calm? How does breathfulness help? Right? So when you use conscious breathing, stay with the feeling, stay with it, be calm, you let it be. Just like you allow thoughts to come and go, allow the feeling. Right? Conscious breathing and mindfulness take the power out of the feeling so that it doesn't impact you. And this is a step that psychologists have prescribed. It's called RAIN, for short acronym. Recognize the emotion that you are feeling, or accept the experience and allow it to be just as it is. Again, no judgment. Why am I feeling this? Why is he causing me angry? No judgment, accept. Third, investigate. Examine what you are feeling with curiosity and kindness. What was the thought that made me feel this way? Right? So you examine it with curiosity and kindness, and then view the emotion as passing event. It's like a rain, it's like the weather, it's like the clouds, it's like the sun that comes and goes, right? Every day. So similarly, this emotion is not yours. It just came in because of something and it went away. So letting go. Non-identification with the feelings, right? So when we start becoming mindful of feelings, what happens? The benefits. Improved attention or focus improves, our emotional regulation improves, reduced stress and anxiety, and greater compassion. So, my dear friends, the way to handle healing, there's one recent book that I read, which is called The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. Amazing book. More he talks about emotions and more to do with the heart. So one of the things I learned from that is every time first thing is you have to become aware of when you are having a pleasant or unpleasant feel, number one. Number two, all your feelings, the entry to all your feelings happen through your heart. So heart is the center of feelings. Heart, as they say, is also feelings is the language of the soul, right? So everything, goes through your heart center. So the moment you get a feeling, suppose you are dealing with someone who is always annoying you, could be a boss, could be a colleague, or could be someone at home, right? Every time you feel that annoying unpleasantness, feel the unpleasantness here. And then let that unpleasantness go through your body. Right? Get your unpleasantness, but just sit, observe, and feel the unpleasantness spreading through your body. That's it. That is all you need to do. Right? Similarly, you feel a craving for something. You feel you want to do something. Right? Immediately that's a feeling. So feel the feeling here and let it go through your body. That is why tomorrow's body scan is important. So we are unblocking the different blockages in our energy field, right? We're becoming more aware. So as you become more aware, you'll feel the sensation. All right. So that's heart awareness. Awareness of that particular feeling in your heart center is very important. That's a technique that you learn. You can start applying that to certain situations as you go along your day. So that brings us to the exercise today. Today's exercise is mindfulness of feelings. So as you go through your day, it's easy to observe negative feelings rather than positive feelings. So anytime you feel bad about something, anytime you feel unpleasant, observe the unpleasantness. Bring the unpleasantness here and allow it to spread across your body. Same thing to do with joy. Same thing to do with anything that happens positive, right? So feel it fully through your heart. Allow it to spread through your body. Number one, notice whether it is pleasant or unpleasant. That itself is awareness. And then try to experience the feeling through your whole body. Embody the feeling. That's important, right? So mindfulness of feelings, as you go through the day, doing your work and doing your activities, just keep feeling. Anytime you feel unpleasant or unpleasant feeling, which part of the body you're able to feel that, bring it to your heart and then let it go. Bring it to your heart, let it go. Bring it to your heart, let it go, right? So, so that allows you to handle the feeling. Otherwise, what happens? You're allowing it to rest in your energy body, and then it continues. Yeah, so here is where that book, Untethered Soul. I always used to have this question. We keep getting so many thoughts. Where do those thoughts come from? Some people have I used to have thousands of thoughts a second maybe. Where do all those thoughts come from? The secret is, it's in your emotions. We think a lot. If you're not able to let go of that energies, right? So the stored repressed energies are coming out as thoughts, because thought is of energy form, right? So you are storing all those energies of anger against that particular person, regret against something, or desire or craving for something, right? So as long as you store in energy, that's an energy, right? So that feeling in your emotional body, so it gets in there. But so there's a lot more of that energy built up. And how does it express? It's expressed through thoughts, and it disturbs you. Scary thoughts, positive thoughts, negative thoughts, all that, it disturbs you. So that is bad. So when we start becoming mindful of our feeling, start letting go of it, then naturally our thoughts come down. In addition to our practice of mindfulness or breathfulness, your thoughts come down. It will aid in your breathfulness practice as well. All right. So Untethered Soul. The book name is Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. All right, so that, my dear friends, so today's exercise is mindfulness of feelings. As you go through the day, just be aware of your feelings, note them down, pleasant or unpleasant. If you're able to observe two or three of those that constantly keep recurring in your day, make a note of it, and you can share them in our Q&A session tomorrow. Oh, sorry, tomorrow we may not have that big a Q&A session. Yeah. Okay, and before we move into Q&A, so tomorrow's session is going to be a special meditation, what we call as body scan. We will go through every part of our body, trying to feel the sensations. Today, I mentioned the importance of feeling sensations to our body, right? And then all these feeling of anger, happiness, annoyance, irritation will have a sensation coming up at any part of your body. A lot of us feel fear here, anger, fear in our stomach, anger in our chest, right? And similarly, different parts of our body. So we're going to focus our awareness on different parts of our body. It will easily take around 50 to 60 minutes. So we will, please join us on time. I'll explain the process and we'll dive into meditation and body scan. So it will take an hour. So keep your Sunday flexible. And that will result, I mean, once you go through this process, you will feel an ultimate complete relaxation of your body. And that will help in the subsequent steps of our breathfulness process. All right, so today's exercise, mindfulness of feelings. And tomorrow, please join us for the body scan meditation. Wonderful. So let's take up any Q&A or experience sharing. We just have 5 minutes left.
Good morning, sir.
Just 1 sec, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, good morning, sir. Sir, today's very good session. So I wanted to ask you that Undeterred Soul by Michael, that book, if you are having, you can just show in the screen this thing, sir.
No, I think I have a Kindle copy, sir. I don't have it right now.
By Michael, what is the name, sir?
Michael Singer, Singer,
Oh.
S-I-N-G-E-R.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I'll try to get this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So let me quickly look at any questions on the chat window. So question came to mind, anyway, we are physically still. Why especially 5 minutes dedicated to it specifically? 10 itching, etc. felt more pronounced. Yeah, so a lot of you are still. If you're already physically still, that's fine. But we keep moving when we feel the sensation somewhere and all that, right? So it's basically no movement. If you're already practicing it, that's wonderful. How to reduce or remove the stored feeling which are giving these thoughts? Yes. So one is practice of breath mindfulness automatically cleanses a lot of things. We will talk about that on Monday. And you do not have to store those additionally by what I told today, becoming completely aware, becoming completely mindful of the feelings that come in there. All right. So let's open it up for questions. Yes, Bhagya ma'am.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Sir, it is easy said and then, said and then. I just wanted to know, like, there are some emotions in the life because we are the normal human beings and we can't try to attend, even the disciple of Buddha, whatever. There are, some incidents happens in life. There are, which is very critical, like maybe you're losing money or somebody's cheating, or we are going to, lose some important people in our life and all. For that time to apply that, whatever you are explained is quite difficult. Of course, that is the end of the day. You have to do it. There is no other go. Even in normal life also, it might take 1 year or 2 years. Maybe by practicing this, it might take little lesser time. But even that time also, this has been suggestible that you just let it go, feel it. I mean, just somehow.
So, ma'am, that's what. No. So I understand it's difficult. So I'm not telling you to let go of those serious things then and there. But it's a question, it's a choice up to you whether you feel bad. You will probably go through those emotions. That is fine. But feeling bad about that is up to you. right? So that's your conscious choice, whether you feel bad about it or not. What we are saying is do not feel bad about it, right? So what Buddha says is all those are positive. He says he doesn't say don't have negative emotions. He says all those all those emotions are valid, right? And understand that all those emotions are temporary. Don't feel bad about it. That is what is this teaching, right? So we feel bad about it. It's only us who are suffering. For example, a lot of times we will have a friend or someone who passed, or a colleague who passed a comment, right? Might have been intentional, might have not been intentional, but we will be feeling bad, right? He would have moved on. You made the comment, remark, moved on. You'll be absolutely happy. That other person could be a family member, whoever it is, would be moved on and doing his work happily. But we will. It impacts us. We will be internally thinking about why did he say, I did all that for him, or whatever it is, right? So that will keep continuing happening. We will continue to be bothered. That is suffering, right? So that is what we need to let go, right? We're not saying someone causes you anger, be compassionate and then smile and say, no, I shouldn't be getting angry. You are angry. You need to express that anger. But the thing is not feeling bad about it. When we are feeling bad about it is what we are storing all those energies, right? Similarly, this is about the bad. Similarly, plus the positive also, right? So we crave, like someone said, yesterday's meditation was better than today, right? So we crave for that. Oh, that gave me a good feeling, right? Now I want that feeling. So the moment you are craving for that, when you don't get it, again we feel bad. That's what Buddha says is suffering, right? So causing suffering for you in a longer term is absolutely your choice, my choice, and all our choices, right? And that is what this mindfulness is about. Not about not having all those emotions. Emotions will arise as long as, like you said, we are all human beings. But how we handle those emotions, how we live after those emotions is what mindfulness helps.
So in such a situation, maybe we can't let it go, as you rightly said. I mean, it will be difficult for us. So maybe this practicing of conscious breathing would probably bring down a little bit of, slower down kind of a thing.
Yes, you'll be a lot more mindful. You know you are feeling angry. You know you're feeling bad, right? But after that, you let it go. You understand that that's what one of the truths that Buddha said. It's temporary. You let it go, not hold on to it, right? So that is all. So again, when I say let it go, and a lot of people come back and said, oh, if you don't feel angry, someone does something wrong. Can't I not say that you are doing wrong? No, that is not what the teaching is. The teaching is we have to absolutely continue doing our duty. We will feel angry. The only thing is, with mindfulness, you'll be able to feel that you are feeling angry, right? It's a lot more detached. You'll not feel hurt or feel bad, but you still need to tell the person you're not doing a job right, right? You will still have that the higher voice. You'll still have that tone to it, but internally you'll not feel it. Most of the time you'll tell that, and then internally there'll be some residue. Oh my God, why is he doing like this? Ajar times I've told him he's not. So you start getting into judgment mode, analysis mode. So that will get cut off, right? You're angry at a person, you tell him with complete consciousness, and then move on to the next moment. That is what again being presence is.
Now I got a more clarity, sir. Now that time your voice, tone, and everything would probably little subtle and then in a better manner. So you don't get effect. You don't get effect, but you still, whatever you want to convey to the other person, if he's wrong, you convey it in a better manner.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yes. So in fact, the other person will receive it very sharply, right? So because you're not adding any tone. Okay. Wonderful.
Sir, the second, the two things you asked me to remind. So I'm reminding, maybe tomorrow is Sunday, everybody that how you were earlier, that after practicing the person you are in now, like that you said, yeah, maybe remind me. And the second thing is, if somebody wants to take it professional, how they want to, approach. These are the two things you asked me to remind. So I thought I remind you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, Mr. Vivek and ma'am.
Yeah. So one thing, I think the previous person asked it already, but probably I'll just add on to that question. If you are aware of the emotions, are you delaying your action in a way and becoming lazy? Or, I mean, two things. If you're delaying the action, then You're not responding in time. You're taking it easy. You're thinking about what to do and then responding. With that, in situations, suppose you're encountering a serious situation, like a dog is there, and you're thinking, oh, this is an emotion. I'll take it easy. I'll not run away. So it will lead to a life threat also if you do this thing in certain things.
Yeah,
Or
so
yeah,
I
please
got
go.
it. So again, as I said, right, so our emotions and this mindfulness progresses in multiple stages, right? So, and then we are not saying do not take action, right? We are not saying become highly compassionate like Buddha the moment you step out of this meditation class, right? You see a dog and then you see, oh, dog is living being, oneness and all that, go embrace the dog. No, we are not talking about it, right? So we are saying, you're realizing, oh, the dog is there, then immediately you're realizing your feeling, right? So first thing is you're conscious of your feeling. It is also possible that I know some of my folks in my family, when they see a lizard, they shout, right? I'm sure the same thing happens with some people with dogs. So that shouting happens with what level of awareness is what it is, right? Whether the shouting happens completely petrified, terrified in fear, or the shouting happens in lesser intensity with a little bit more awareness. So you will continue to shout. You will see a dog. You will have to take corrective action, right? So only thing we are saying is during that time, how conscious you are, right? You can handle that absolutely calmly, still take the action, right? Again, we are not taking, this is not about avoidance of action. This is about taking the right action with the right feeling, right? So that is all. And then it should help you. It should not cause you suffering. Like I said, to answer the previous question, right? After that, you shouldn't be thinking. So especially in Pyramid Valley, we used to have a lot of dogs some time ago. A lot of people who are not, not comfortable with dogs, they always used to complain, right? And they keep complaining and all that stuff. So, so for them, some of them, it is absolutely terrified situation. I can't even step out. But some of them it is okay. Even in King's Chamber, some dogs used to climb King's Chamber and sit alongside you. So I don't know whether they are enlightened souls now, but yes. So, but you need to take action, right? So you can't just get out of it. So the not avoiding action, but only thing it'll allow you to do the right action because you're a lot more aware. That is all. Right? For example, in the past, some people might take a stick and hit a dog, which is not what we want. Right? That is not the way to handle, right? So some people run away. Some people, though the dog might come and go, but that feeling, that fear will continue to persist. So that is what we need to let go, right? So it's about taking the right action, conscious action. That is all. It's not about not taking action.
Okay.
To continue this topic, today's experience, last part, actually you asked us to be still. So there, pain could be there in any part of your body. Discomfort could be there in any part of your body. But we were not suffering that pain.
Exactly.
That is what I felt. And
exactly.
Yeah, midway of my meditation today, I could feel the fluctuation of temperature. I started feeling warm and also cold. Maybe it's natural, but it had not happened earlier for the past 5 days. And to conclude, you are taking us on a voyage of spiritual journey, and you are giving us techniques also, like, if we are using a vehicle, how to apply the accelerator, brake and clutch, and also get into automatic mode. And you are helping us to drive away from asatya to satya, and to give up anitya to nitya. This is, and helping us to reach the ultimate destination, that is your true self, which is existence, knowledge and bliss.
Wonderful.
Thank
you, ma'am. You're summarizing it very well. Thank you. Appreciate it. So again, one wonderful thing, but again, one of the things that we will see when we talk about mindfulness of thoughts is our, intellect, our intellect at super speed, right? Yeah. So like you mentioned, all the words, all the terminology is all fine. which is good. Like you are mentioning that in more in a happy mode, more in a letting go mode, right? So, but a lot of people, you'll see a lot of questions. I mean, now with this session, not as many questions. A lot of people will have tons of concepts in their mind, try to map this to that, and that. Even that is another form of suffering, right? So, trying to find the meaning or reason when somebody told something, you are telling something, how does to correlate and all that. So, that is the other extreme. So, you explained so beautifully all the right words. But again, like Buddha says, it's not getting attached to any of those. Is what is important. That's what we are learning. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, Mr. Kailash.
Wonderful. I think some of what I wanted to say already has been covered by the earlier speakers. I think the key part is during the stillness, those 5 minutes, there is, of course, a more pronounced ability to hold yourself together. And I was really wondering, probably a small realization that in day-to-day life, where I'm not sitting in meditation, when Dr. Sai Sagar is not giving instructions, I'm out there, I'm so scattered.
Correct.
And here I'm so centered. I know my knee is hurting, but I'm able to watch it and still be, completely still. I was so happy about it. And then I was wondering, why can't I be like this?
Yes, sir, you will.
Yeah, thank you so much for the experience.
Wonderful. No, good realization. Good realization. A lot of us will feel that way, right? I mean, so the confidence that you, I withstood that pain, right? I withstood that suffering. Why am I so bothered about other things during our daily life, right? So that is, everything will come and go. That's what Buddha says, everything will come and go. In fact, if you start focusing your attention on the pain also will vanish, right? So though there might be some stiffness. So absolutely. I mean, I've been through those moments. So thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing and rekindling those memories. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Rajshekhar, can you turn on your video, ask your question if you have a question?
Hi, sir. Good morning. And can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Though it's a bit breaking,
Sir.
please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. I'm traveling. Sorry for that. But and thank you so much, sir. I think your session is really wonderful. I'm able to feel the difference in my thoughts. Earlier, I did that earlier session also, but my thoughts were not able to reduce or control, went down. But recently, I've observed that after joining your session, I've been consistently seeing that the thoughts have been very much reduced now. Hardly for one thought to another thought, I'm seeing that very good difference.
Wonderful.
Too much time is there. So I feel that thought to say that it was really helpful, and thank you so much for the session, sir.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Grateful to you because you have been taking us through a great voyage of enlightenment. I think so. Because every day it is getting improved. And today's session, as the madam was mentioning, we could feel the temperature difference. From the very cold session, then it became so much hot, and after some time it became reduced and came to the normal. Like that, so
Wow.
many feelings. And we feel like
Wonderful.
that. So thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking us
Wonderful,
through.
ma'am. Thank you. So I'm also a traveler with all of you. I'm also enjoying every moment of this experience, right? So I'm also going through meditation. I'm also going through all these learnings and all that. All right. So wonderful. The temperature difference explainable. Yes, our breath, every breath, as I said, that's also one of the meditation experiences. So as we breathe, I mean, so that's also a breath relation to 5 elements. I'll probably talk about it sometime. So breath has a temperature, right? So when you see, you can feel hot air, you can feel cold air and all that. So I'm just answering a question that on the chat window. So is temperature difference explainable?
Okay,
so
sir.
as you continue to, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
But the may not be the breath due to the breath, but as a whole we feel the
Yes, yes.
not
Correct.
not related to the breath.
Yes.
So, like that.
Correct. Correct. Yes. So that is what, because your body is changing, right? Your body is getting into a relaxed mode. There's a lot of healing happening, emotional cleansing happening. Yes, that's true.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so we'll cover that later. So one more question regarding labeling, how to label without being judgmental. The first word that comes to mind is like random thought, unwanted thought. Okay, so that's fine. So get over that feeling, sir. So this is the annoyance, right? When you're saying, as soon as I get a thought, I'm feeling, oh my God, why did I get it? No, let go of that. So just go beyond that and give it a label. The whole point of labeling it is to avoid that feeling of unwanted, random, no need. Why did that thought come from, right? Most of the time we start judging. So as soon as you get a thought, the moment you label it, you are overriding that judgment with doing something worthwhile. You're labeling it and then letting go to move your this thing. The moment you start judging, that will continue. So that is what we are labeling it and letting it go, right? So that's 1 6 senses of breath plus 5. Okay. Yes. So all those practices that we are following, again, as I keep saying, what we are doing in the morning is just a practice, and it is for you to practice. You have to follow the whole day. All right. So wonderful, my dear friends. I think we are way over time. Thank you very much for your time on this Saturday. So have a wonderful, mindful, conscious, pleasant, joyful day, my dear friends. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.